This is the fourth video in the series 5-Minute Maths. As before, I'll take a typical test question and, through pictures, try to get to the heart of the mathematical idea that lies behind it. The topic this time is decimals and the decimal point. So, here's the question. Change 1.6 kg to grams. And the options are 16 grams, 160 grams, 1,600 grams and 16,000 grams. This unit of weight, kg, is kilograms, otherwise known as kilos. With questions like this, where you're converting from one unit of measure to another, there are two key steps. First, you need to know the conversion factor. What's the connection between kilograms and grams? The clue is in the prefix kilo, which means 1,000. Another example is with the metric measure of distance. A kilometre is 1,000 metres. So for weight, 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. Next, what calculation to do? Should I multiply or divide by 1,000? Well, use your common sense here. A gram is a tiny featherweight, whereas a kilogram is quite heavy. Think of it as a bag of sugar, just over 2 pounds. So, the weight in grams will need to be a much bigger number than 1.6. And this tells me I need to multiply 1.6 by 1,000. And it may help to remember that 1,000 is 10 times 10 times 10. Now, if your grasp of decimal numbers is a bit shaky, here's a useful exercise to try. Find a basic calculator and enter some number with 4 or 5 digits. Let's say the number 4,321. Divide by 10 equals to get 432.1. Now, as a result of doing this calculation, your calculator has now set up an automatic constant, which means that each time I press the equals key from now on, it will divide by 10 automatically. So here goes. Press equals again and I get 43.21. One more press and it's 4.321. Then 0.4321 and so on. Each new number is 1/10 of the previous one. Another way of thinking about it is that each time I divide by 10, the decimal point moves one jump to the left inside the number. With multiplication, it's the reverse direction. On this calculator, I enter 10 times some decimal number, let's say 0.9876. And by the way, on some calculators, you may need to swap these numbers over. So it would be the decimal number times 10. And now, with each press of the equals key, the automatic constant will multiply by 10. 9.876, 98.76. So with each press of equals, watch the decimal point move to the right inside the number, one digit at a time. And when we get to the 6, it then has to start creating zeros. With this mental image, multiplying by 1,000 becomes easy, and actually I no longer need the calculator. So we want 1.6 times 1,000. Let me write out the 1.6 again. That's 1 unit and 6/10. I'm just going to insert a couple of extra zeros here. That's 0 hundredths and 0 thousandths. They don't change the value of this decimal number, but as you'll see shortly, they'll be useful when we start multiplying. Remember that 1000 is 10 times 10 times 10, so multiplying 1.6 by 1000 gives me the answer in my head using just 3 jumps. 16, 160, 1600. And there's the answer to the question of what is 1.6 kilograms in grams. It's option C, 1600 grams.